What if I told you this pan has been in my family for over 100 years?
It's not just cookware, it's a time machine. Today, I'm taking you back 3 generations as I cook my great-grandma's famous Spanish lentils stew in the same pan she used to feed her own family. It's a recipe full of love, tradition, and a little bit of history, and I'm passing it down to my kids, just like she did.
Hi, I'm Papa Mau, and I'm here to inspire home cooks choose healthier and long-lasting cookware as a way to show love for their loved ones and make this world a better place, one meal at a time. Let's jump in. It's pretty crazy to think that this pan's been in my family for over 100 years. My great-grandma was born in Italy, and she made her way to Argentina when she was very young. She raised a big family. Then it was time for my grandmother to do the same. Then it was my mom's turn. I remember being a little kid and seeing this pot on the kitchen in Argentina and then in Chile, and she used to use it all the time. And then when I moved away from home, she gave it to me, and I've been treasuring it and using it as much as I can. Something very interesting about this is that at some point the lid broke, and somebody felt that the pot was valuable enough to make a new lid. This is a lid made of tin. It's pretty much homemade. I don't know who made it. This was probably made in the 50s or in the 60s as a way to replace the original lid that probably fell to the ground and cracked because this is cast iron. So this tells me that the pot was already very valuable in my family long time ago. Look, the pot probably has no economic value. If I leave it on the street close to a rubbish bin, nobody will probably pick it up. But at the same time, for me, it's irreplaceable. That's the beautiful thing about long-lasting cookware. It depreciates in value, economical value, and appreciates in sentimental value. I can only imagine my kids cooking for their own kids with this same pot many years down the road. Let's get cooking.
Alrighty, I'm using a bag of 375 Australian green lentils. A couple of hours before starting, soak your lentils in cold water. This makes them softer and easier to cook. Back in my mom's day, lentils needed an overnight soak, but nowadays they soften up a lot faster. I don't know what they did there. Some people even activate them by soaking them overnight. You can experiment and see if you like them. Excuse me while I have a glass of Chilean wine for inspiration. Look at these beauties. These are mild Spanish chorizos. I'm using about a kilo here. Always heat up your cast iron pot first. It's the secret to avoiding sticky situations. Once it's hot, you can add your favorite oil. I'm using olive oil here. Now, time to sear those chorizos. Spread them well and don't touch them for a couple of minutes. While the chorizos are cooking, you can chop some onions. I'm using 3 onions here. Those chorizos are ready. Crispy, brown, and fully cooked. Here comes the onions. If you're not using a cast iron pot, you should remove the chorizos first and then fry the onions. This is to avoid the onion to be boiled in its juices. Now it's time to get those healthy veggies ready. I'm chopping some capsicums. I think they are called red pepper in America. A couple of carrots and some fresh tomatoes or tomatoes. I always rinse the lentils. They come pretty clean now, but you may still find the odd rock, and that may be an issue if you have teeth. After around 10 to 15 minutes, see if the veggies are fully cooked. It's time to put the lentils. This is the ingredient that's gonna make your lentils stand out. I use smoked paprika from Spain. I added 2 teaspoons of salt and a little bit of pepper. I could have also added some bay leaves that I love and garlic as well, but I didn't have handy. Let's keep that inspiration flowing. Potatoes are tricky. They need to go in just when the lentils are about 80% cooked. If you add them too soon, they will turn to mash. I like them firm yet tender. About 20 minutes is usually the right spot. I try the lentils first. When they feel cooked but still crunchy, That's when I add the potatoes. Now the lentils and the potatoes will be ready at the same time, with the perfect texture. I don't like mushy lentils and mushy potatoes. Lentils and potatoes are fully cooked, our dish is almost ready. As a final touch, I love adding some fresh chopped parsley and olive oil. Now it's time for the ultimate test. Will my kids eat it?
Why can't you let me charge my iPad? Because you're going to watch.
What do you think, Miles?
It's hot, but it's so good. I love it so much. Is this really a great grandma's recipe?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It's like more than 100 years old.
Grandma, this is really good. I can't believe people in the olden days ate this. Yummy! Grandma, can I have an egg on top?
In Chile, where my wife is from, people have lentils with a fried egg on top. Here we go.
Just take it.
Mamacita, what do you think?
Papa Mau, can I have a huevito también?
And as they say, happy wife, happy life.
Chini, what do you think about that food? Is it good?
It's good.
Yeah? Yay!
What do you think, Babmo?
I think it's really good. Cheers for the family. I think people in the old days used to actually have good meals. Cheers.
And that was a delicious weekend lunch with the family. Time to wash our great grandma's pot and put it to rest until the next one. Thanks so much for your time. See you in the next one.